Our editor-at-large Rahul Gandhi has Priya Dutt with him. It's over to you, Rahul.
Thank you very much, Preeti. Priya, I want your sense on what is being called Rahul's best speech. As someone sitting in the crowd, how do you respond to Rahul's speech?
I thought the speech was brilliant, and I think he spoke.
Why did you think it was brilliant?
I think he spoke with a lot of passion.
Where was this passion on this while?
I think it was always there.
Not in the way that we saw today. The fervor, the excitement, the aggression was missing so far.
Yeah, it was, because I think it's a tolerance level. He is not an actor. You have to feel when you speak. I mean, you can't switch on, switch off, because the cameras want to see aggression, so he'll perform aggressively or he'll perform.
What breached the tolerance?
I think it was thanks to, I think, all of you in a way, because I think you keep prodding questions and keep digging into things. So I feel today was a day where he actually spoke from the heart. He spoke with passion, he spoke with commitment, and he spoke with sincerity.
But opposition critics are saying that Rahul was a political kumkaran sleeping before the 8th of December. It's the assembly election results that have jolted him and electrified.
No, I don't think it's about being a kumkaran or sleeping. It's about the work of 10 years. Unfortunately, the opposition has nothing to show. So yes, they are posturing for everything. You have a camera in front of you and they will have comments which are, beyond everyone, and so I think their posturing, definitely I will give them the credit, is much better. But here we talk about our achievements, we talk about 10 years of what we have delivered to people, and I think that is what we have.
Rahul also spoke about introducing the concept of primaries in India. 15 Lok Sabha seats. Yes. Picked by Congress workers. Now you are copying Arvind Kejriwal. He did the same in the Delhi Assembly election. Now you want to go out and do this?
I can say Arvind Kejriwal copied.
How? Rahul said it but never did it. Arvind went out and did it.
He did it with Youth Congress.
Sure, but not with the mainstream national party.
The problem is we are not in a hurry for everything. Arvind Kejriwal
now seems to be in a hurry.
No, not at all. We have actually staggered it. It started with Youth Congress, and it started with Youth Congress in few states, and it spread.
But there seems to be an added urgency. Is it because you know you're losing, or is it because you've been electrified by the verdict of 8 December?
The problem is that the discussions on this have been happening for a while.
11 years. How long will discussions take to translate into action?
Rahul, you're talking about 11 years of what? What are you looking at? 11 years of what? You have to go back, when you as a journalist have to go back and see 10 years what has Congress party given in terms of legislation and policy to this country, and what this legislation and policy has translated into this country, where you talk about education, you talk about health, you talk about malnutrition among children, or whatever social indicators you have. You must do a study of that, and that is what the Congress party
But the opposition is also saying that Rahul's woken up too late. It's now too late to revive or rescue the Congress party.
It's not about rescuing the Congress or not. It is not about winning and losing. It is about bringing forth what is the truth, what we have done, and then let the people decide. Why is the opposition getting so nervous and about this whole situation? We are in with the next coming election. There is going to be us, there's going to be opposition, there'll be 10 other parties who are going to be standing. So it's okay. Everybody has to project what they have done for the people, and they must project what the vision for this country is. Let's not just criticize. That is what, unfortunately, the opposition.
Rahul also spoke. There was an announcement by Ajay Makan that there would be a helpline number. You make a missed call to that helpline number. You register into the Congress central server. That again is straight off what the Aam Aadmi Party is doing, Priya.
That's not a helpline number.
It is in some senses. I'm just calling it. Yeah, sure. But it's an idea again copied or borrowed from the book of the Aam Aadmi Party.
How?
Because you're saying here's a number.
I have a theory on the Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party is actually based on a lot of theories of the Congress Party. A lot of theories.
They're doing.
Okay, Congress ka haath Aam Aadmi ke saath, Aam Aadmi Party. Okay, the Gandhi topi. Then lot of policy issues with the Congress has taken for the people have been taken by Aam Aadmi. So why don't you kind of switch it around?
But then I can counter argue, Priya, to suggest that they've taken a lot of the symbols that the Congress gave up on and appropriated them. So now Congress seems to be copying them.
Not at all. I wouldn't say Congress is a 129-year-old party. If anything, it is a new party, and it really makes you feel really good that yes, they have been inspired by what Congress has.
Why didn't you do primaries in the last elections? If Rahul has been thinking of this for 11 years now, why didn't he do primaries?
Because we were not ready for it.
What does it take to get ready? How are you more ready now than you were earlier?
He's just doing it in 15 constituencies. He's not even doing it throughout.
Why not? If you want a radical idea, then have a radical.
But he doesn't want to do it, and it's not about proving it to anybody. We don't have to prove this to anybody.
No, but for example, Rahul said before the assembly elections that tickets would be given to people who meet a certain criteria, and when tickets were actually distributed, they were given to all sorts of people who fell into the old criteria which the new guard was trying to reject.
I'll tell you one thing.
You accept that or not?
Yes, I agree. What I want to say that these are ideas which cannot be implemented overnight. These are ideas which need time to really be implemented. Even Youth Congress, there are a lot of issues in Youth Congress which need to be sorted out. It has happened, but it'll take maybe 2 or 3 terms to really sort even that out. So therefore,
but can I say something? For all people who've been meeting and speaking to Rahul Gandhi, he's always spoken of a long-term structural vision, 25, 30 years. Suddenly we're seeing urgency. Is it because Kejriwal is showing some of the things that he's been talking about can be done?
Never make that mistake. I'm sorry. We will never ever make that mistake, because they're putting a lot of making a lot of mistakes because of their urgency.
Are you concerned as a Mumbai MP for the Congress about the impact the Aam Aadmi Party will have in Mumbai?
See, I'll tell you one thing. Every time I fight an election, I'm never overconfident, because you never know what the thought process of that common man is. And it's not about a party, it's not about anyone who goes there. It is how that person or how your voter reacts to you. So you never know what may happen and who may win and who may lose.
But there's a big change in the substance of RG's speeches. Earlier it was more about people in the back of Beyond, tribals, Adivasi. This was a speech greatly focused on the middle class, a class that feels highly ignored by Rahul and all that he's said and done over the last 7 years.
I think he gave a...
Wasn't there more focus on the middle class in this speech?
No, I don't think so. I think he
barely spoke of tribals and Adivasi.
He gave an overall picture about the achievements.
Look at the issues. The cylinders that he spoke about, sure, absolutely. So those are middle class issues which were earlier not part of Rahul's narrative.
I think Rahul, you're really trying
I'm asking
hard.
Questions. I'm asking questions.
You're really trying very hard to kind of...
I'm asking questions, which is my job.
But the questions you're asking is, I mean, this is definitely an issue we are facing for the next election as well, because it's hitting not even the middle class, it's hitting the slum dwellers even in my constituency.
When Rahul said this, Sonia Gandhi clapped, all of you clapped. The Prime Minister of course gave no response as always.
We are hoping, I'm sure he will respond by doing this.
In this audience, Rahul spoke to the converted. Do you think he can also convert people outside the AICC auditorium?
I'm sure that, with this speech, and people will understand his vision more. There's always been this complaint, we don't know how, what is his vision, what is this. I think there is a lot of clarity of his vision and what he stands for in what happened today.
All right, we're going to let you go. Thank you very much, Priya Dutt, for joining us. You have a flight.